Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Avowed. This is not where we left off. I'm gonna catch you guys up really quickly. Unfortunately, in the last session that I was trying to do for this, all of the audio got corrupted. But not in like the typical, oh, there was no audio way. It was very much all of the audio was duplicated. So like when people, aka the characters, talked, it would like sound echoey, but like a very, very slight echo.
We'll find ourselves in. I say we take this opportunity to stock up on some better equipment.
Enough to the point where anything that was happening in the game was like a double sound effect. And I didn't want to put that out there because I just felt like it wasn't quality gameplay. So I've reworked the audio. I think I've gotten it fixed. It should be alright. So with that in mind, we will go ahead and continue from there. All you guys missed from here, which we'll go ahead and do right now. Actually, let's go ahead and get started on the next quest here. They want us to upgrade our armor, so we're going to do that. Basically, what you guys missed was we went and got the deed. We went and got a flower to cure somebody's blindness in the village. And then they're going to be smuggled out. It was the Adirans that we talked to that one lady about. She was like, I have 2 friends in need of help. We talked to them. We got them smuggled out. Oh. Hello.
Well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself.
I was not expecting this.
Wow. Aren't you the little do-gooder?
I am.
Me and Pod, we
Thank you.
aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. The plague.
Mm-hmm. That's... Honestly, that would be something that I would want to say. I don't think that.
Right. Think of us as the parodies.
Hey, that's not nice.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander.
Feels pretty personal.
Poor thing. Ha! Let's make it.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to this.
Dude, I love Kai so far.
Oh no!
Okay, so another thing that you guys missed, I'm going to pause it right here, was I upgraded some abilities since they came with abilities from Marius. So what we did was he gave him a Shadow Step, which is the ability to dash behind somebody and stab them, and then he goes back, and rooting people, because I felt like that was a good combination. So I've got Kai to taunt, essentially. I think he can taunt, right, with one of these. I think this one, unbending defense, and then I can bind people on top of him and then Shadow Step. So like I'm gonna bind this guy here. We will do a Shadow Step there, and then he can do, that's it. Alright, great. So that works perfectly. Oh, well, he is dead as hell. There we go. So I felt that that was an appropriate setup for the group. Nope, cryptic letter. We'll pay a handsome bounty for information on the Obsidian Ambassador, their daily schedule, their preferred wine. Nothing is beneath our interest. Everything has a price. Okay.
Just like the good old days.
Cool. Yeah, so I upgraded them. We also got ourselves a little bit of an upgrade. We'll go through those really, really, really quickly. So I realized that we are technically playing a fighter, not a wizard, because I'm not using a wand at all. So what I ended up putting points into was 1 for toughness to get a little bit of extra HP, and then I put 1 into brawn for the extra 25% damage with a 2-hander, and then power attacks for bleed with great swords and axes. And since we're using a greatsword and it's a 2-hander, I felt that those were appropriate to put together. So that is where we are now. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then we found the we found the brothel inside the city, and we made friends with them. So they gave us because we went and found their I guess it's herbs that were essentially birth control, I guess, herbs, and I gave it to them, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to ask any questions, I understand. And so because of that, they gave us this, the Night Mistress's Favor, which it makes me regain essence, the purple at the bottom there, as long as I'm standing near my companions, and since I'm standing near them, I pretty much am always getting that back. So quite useful, I felt like. So yes, we're going to go back here. They want us to upgrade our armor, so we are going to go ahead and do that. They did give us a small little upgrade, or I should, not an upgrade. They gave us a tip about after beating the ogre over there, that enemies will be higher level gear now, and I can confirm that higher level gear is incredibly difficult to fight against. So we're going to do that. I also bought a new chainmail chest piece. So again, it was really just kind of running around the city, a lot of it, going back and forth from point A to point B. So you guys didn't miss much. This time around, I'm going to make sure we get everything. Audio should be good. So apologies on that, guys. But I promise you didn't miss too much. That's pretty much the full recap there. So we are going to work on upgrading our armor altogether here. I can do a little bit more. Perfect. Can I do one more? Oh, I need more pelts. Okay. So that gives me up to a quality of 2, which gives me additional damage reduction. I need pelts is what I need. So we're going to go and look for buying some pelts.
Help against whatever we face out there.
I agree with that. Let's talk to him real quick. Come here, guy.
I wanted to talk to you about Juliana.
Okay.
I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation.
Look, I get it. Life is not exactly the most fair of things, you know. She's not hurting anyone. She should be free to conduct her business as she pleases. I don't agree with my country's laws against this personally. It's not my concern. I'm here to stop drinking short and not enforce enduring laws. I just don't like seeing exploited by... Look, a lot of these I agree with. She's not hurting anyone. She should be free to do as she does. I also do not agree with the... I'm not here to enforce the laws. I'm here to stop the dream scourge. And I don't like seeing her exploited. I feel like my character is supposed to be a bit sassy, but he's a good guy overall. So I think I'm going to go with the... I'm going to do that.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency.
I agree with that.
I wish more of your countrymen took that view.
It's a whole problem, trust me.
Know each other. Let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another.
Paradrian Outlaws. Okay, so these were the 2 people that we helped, that I was saying that I went and got a plant for to cure somebody's loss of vision, and then they were being smuggled out. They're Darren Outlaws. It was that lady that we talked to.
But I'm glad you helped those 2 fugitives get to Thirdborn.
They went to
A lot of
Thirdborn.
people in your position would have left them high and dry, or turned them in.
So they basically said, if you ever go to Thirdborn, let us know, we'll help you. And I thought to myself, there's probably a good chance I'm going to end up there if the story is going to take me there. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see.
Yeah, I thought so too. We've all been there. I'm just glad to see people get a second chance.
I agree. A second chance is a good one.
To know you're the kind of person who's willing to grant them, even when your official duties might suggest otherwise.
I'm trying to be decent, that's all. Yeah, we'll do that.
Believe me, it's enough.
Cool. You mentioned training together.
I've watched your form as I've gotten to know you, and it's excellent.
Great.
You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can...
Right. So my strategy is take all the hits and spam potions. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, yeah? Teach me a little bit of everything. Yes, please.
I've noticed.
Okay, let's see what he's got.
That's it. You got the hang of it. I look forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime,
let's get some rest. Okay, cool. What did I get? +1 might and +1 constitution. Let's go! So I assume if you selected one or the other, you would have gotten +2 to one of those.
Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything.
Alright, let's see what Marius has to say.
But you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy.
My assassin would probably agree with you.
You can ask them when we hunt them down. An Adirian official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nim dude like Kai.
What's a Nim dude?
Stick with Kai. You'll find out. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future.
That would be nice.
Guesses you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise too. They say I'm the best there is.
I like this. As long as they don't say you're the most humble.
Merci, Envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. Anyway.
Let's see. That's an I'm gonna say that's enough for now. I'm good. I'm good on the talking here. So, let's do a quick. I don't know what party stash is. I don't know.
I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
Can I enchant any of these? No, I cannot. Okay, I think we're good to go. So let's do a good old leave here. Rest for the night and exit party. Yes. Oh, here we go.
We feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand.
I see. To a spirit, people always fight over something. I pledged myself to a spirit.
They come on foreign ships, exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair, the scent of distant shores to their skin.
Okay. Most of them are coming for a better life.
Growth from dead wood. Why?
To start again.
A new season. Wipe the slate. But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us?
They want something that has other powers. Power.
Blood thickens the stream.
I think that's appropriate.
Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate?
Yeah, actually. I wish we could find a way to do things peacefully. There's enough space for everyone. It doesn't have to be this way. I'd like to think we're better than that, but life keeps proving me wrong. I was murdered as soon as I got here. Some order wouldn't, well, kill it. I would like to say there's a way to resolve things peacefully.
Tranquility. The fox befriends the hound. Could it be true? Wait. We have forgotten something. A memory we misplaced. We reach for it. It calls to us.
A memory? What kind?
Theirs. Ours. The layers of the land. It whispers in the eastern. We learn much.
Sleep now, dream vortex, and purple leaves. That sounds great. Okay, so that was the second time technically this has happened. The first time was very much the spirits being like, what's going on, and like why did you kill the bear or whatever, and we were basically like it was infected, and in order for something to start anew, sometimes death is the only thing we can do. So that, I think, is officially everything that was happened in the last, I guess I technically played for about an hour and a half. So where do we need to go? This way. Search around the Clavager's estate. Oh no, that's not right. We want to go. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do something here. The finer things in battle? Is that right? Let's take a look at our journals here. Quests. Call of the past. Finer things in battle. Acquire a better torso armor. Yes, please. I would love that. That would mean the world to me, to find better armor and stuff. Okay, so that wants us to go into the middle. So let's go and TP real quick. All right, we've made it into the city, so let's go ahead and run on over here so we can acquire a fine weapon and a torso armor. I don't know if that means it's going to give it to us, or if we have to fight somebody for it, or we have to buy it. Actually, yes.
A pleasure, envoy. I'm Alt. If it's
Okay.
such your fancy, check the board for work. Danger. Hey, someone had to take the job. And sure, I
Okay,
guess I can
fair
say
enough.
it's my first steps down a law. Apologies, friend, but that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason.
That's fair.
Be safe out.
That is fair.
There's a way to earn some extra
Reward beginning for kill the ivory spider Nasib. She is the cause of spider infestation, but ooh. Okay, let's do that. Firebird by killing Octave Firebrand. He was rewarded wanted for arsonist and runs a bandit gang responsible for numerous killings and robbing. He's known to be the godless ruins of the overgrown frontier. Yeah, I'm down for that. A reward be given for killing the ogre. Okay, we can look at that. For killing known as smuggler. Okay, we can do that. And then the yellow bands. Responsible for a number of raids on northern farmers. Ah, come on, man. Not the farmers. Where else are you going to get your food?